Hi, my name is Robert.
And I'm Nicole.
We are the Baden family. We are here to present to you spirituality,
lifestyle,
business.
food.
Well, sit back and relax. Like this video,
Subscribe.
share, subscribe. Thank you very much. This is Robert Baden, and I'm trying to give you guys a very wonderful food. Trying to make jollof. Oh, trying to make rice and stew. And this is my rice. I already put it in there, and so I'm going to set the time clock for you guys to know. And at the same time, I have my oil is already in there already, and I have, you see the white substance behind it is salt. I intentionally put a little bit of salt because I'm going to deal with the fish. So let me put the rice on it. Thank you. And then the rice cooker have a top over here, so I just set it right there. Yep. Good. And so now I will automatically set it like 10 minutes, and bam, it's already ongoing. That's good. All right. Now, my oil is already hot, and I have already get onion, which is red onion, and so I'll put it in there very gently. Good. All right. And then I have my celery. I get my salmon, which is the fish that I'm going to use today. Jojo. And then I have my shrimp, scallops, Brussels sprout, and then we have mushroom. We get shredded carrots, and I will stir it because it's changing color. Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is I stir it a little bit, and then I will put my salmon in there because I wanted to do something a little bit about the salmon. First of all, I have my ginger here, so I'm going to shoot, tap like 2 of them in here, which is ginger. Okay, I get my ginger in there already. Cool. And I get ginger. So what I will do is it will help me to season my fish. All right, and then I put in some salt, pepper. Ew. Yeah, that's a lot of pepper. I get powdered garlic. So, ooh, yep, powdered. Ooh, okay. Powdered garlic don't want to work with me. Ooh, all right. Powdered garlic is not working with me very well, so the little that I get, I stir it up. Now I'm okay. So I'll put the fish in there, right? Good. I'm trying to get the fish. And I will boil it a little bit, but first of all, I just don't want the fish to cook all the way. It will cook though, but if I keep it in there, it's going to smoosh, right? And I don't want mashed fish, so I will take it out, right? So I get the fish. The salmon still have the back. The reason is that when it's going through all this process, and if you remove the back will help put everything together. But if you are eating, you can take the back out of it. So I have 2 fishes to go. I'm feeding 4 mouths, a household of 4. All right. So that's my fish that I'm frying. Cool. Yes. All right. I will walk over there to just rinse my hand quickly, and then I will come show up and then start working, still working. What I did was initially I just put like a salt in there, and then I get my oil. I didn't measure the oil because it's a freestyle. The purpose is a freestyle, it's just a home cook, right? It's for myself and me and my family. You can do the same, how you wanted to cook it. But many a times I just want all the, how do we call it? The fish, and then the spicy get into the fish so that they will have a very wonderful taste. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I will wait a little bit and then make sure I turn it and it will get going. Thank you. All right, so I am turning it. Cool. All right. Yep. Good. Good. All right, so I have my tomato sauce right here, and I have my mixed vegetables. All right, so I will let this one cook a little bit, and then I will take it from the, how do we call it, from the pan, and I will begin dropping in the sauce, and then I will add some of the vegetables, and we will begin do the stew. So you will see how it came by it. But I get a little bit burn over here because I was using a very a little bit high, right? So give me a little bit break, and I will come back and we'll take the fish from the pan, the oil, okay? And then we will start, cooking. Thank you very much. All right, I have my red bowl here, and probably I will start taking it out, which is the salmon. You don't have to cook it all the way, but you cook it in such a way that the fish is going to hold together, because you're going to cook it again. And so I will take it out. All right, this is the back, and you will see the front. Okay, and that is the back again, and the front. Okay. Cool. Got to be very, very careful because you're dealing with very hot oil. Okay, so you're making sure that everything that you're doing, you can see it. Okay, that means do not get carried away because it's a very hot. And when I'm doing it, I make sure that the salmon doesn't have any water on it, because when the oil is very hot, oil and water, they don't like each other, especially when it's hot. So it will start like, different stuff started taking place. And so this is what we got, the salmon, right? So I will put it aside, and now I will drop in all the rest of the stuff that needed to go through. Okay, I'll show you when what I was talking about when the how do we call it? I already have pepper in it already, so I don't have to add more. And so I will just pour the sauce in there, which is tomato sauce. And you saw what I was talking about. See? All right. It looks a little bit dark, but it will come back. Okay. It looks a little bit dark. And then I have the second, you see that it started boiling and, started throwing tantrum all over. See that? And I will pour in the second one. Okay. Cool. So I stir it very gently so that, it will mix, and then it will be able to start cooking with the right formula. Okay. Sorry. Now every little bit counts, so I'm going to rinse this a little bit because there is some in there and we don't want to waste that. So I will add that one to it. Okay. So now I can add a little bit to it. All right. Then I have my rice just around the corner. Okay. So I will stir it up whilst it's doing whatever it's doing. I will stir it up. I know there is how do we call it? I already put some salt in it, so I don't have to go back, but I can try it and see, and then I will wash my hands, okay? Because you wanted to make sure that the salt matches whatever you are doing. So I will try it. It's in there, so we're going to add a little bit, but I'm washing my hands quickly, and then I'll be back. Good. All right. So I rinsed my hands, and then I'm making sure that it mixes very well. And don't forget, any sound that you hear is coming from the rice cooker. We time it at 10 minutes, so we're still working on it. And it looks like it's now hot and now starting to cook. The color green sometimes takes a little bit time. The Brussels sprout, takes a little bit time to cook. So I'm going to add that one right now because it takes time to get cooked, and making sure that it doesn't drop in. So I make sure that I do it very gently, and I have already rinsed it out, okay? It's already rinsed, and so we put everything in here. What I can do is I can divide it into two, and it's okay if it's big and all those, it looks, a little bit, I'm okay with it. I love that. Okay, I get it in there, and so I will put this one away, the bowl away. All right. Let me see. It looks like my onion is few, so I'm going to add a little bit onion, the rest of the onion to. Right, that's how I cut my onions though. I don't blend, I don't like to blend it because it's a lot of process. Okay. So what I do is I just, make sure that I cut it and then I put it inside and it's going to melt it into it. So you don't have to, if you don't have a blender, I have a blender too. If you don't have a blender, you don't have to. I've seen so many people that they blend their stuff, and that's fine. That's their way, but my way, hey, I'm a man, right? That gives me an excuse. That gives me an excuse. So forgive me. All right. Okay. All right. I hope you love this. You can see it's sparkling all over. So I have some stuff over here that I can clean quickly and make sure that, everything is straight up. All right. Thank you. All right. Okay. So I have the top over here. And so if I have to cover it, I just cover it. And so it will build momentum. Why? Because it's going to help whatever that we are doing right now to cook very fast, right? And then, if evaporation and it started, like the heat started going back and forth, it will cook it very fast. So I love it this way when you cover it, especially when you have the Brussels sprouts, right? Here. That's the way you have to do to keep it, cooked a little bit faster so that you can beat up the time. So you like to cover it. I like to cover my stuff. But until maybe it's something that I just wanted crunchy. And if I want it crunchy, then that means I have to manipulate the heat so that I can get it in that formula. But if not, covering is very nice. All right. So thank you very much. And now I'm going to put the shred carrot in there. All right. And then I will open it slightly and look whatever is going on. I'm gonna set this one somewhere very close to us. Cool. So I'm going to add bingo. Right. And then I'm going to stir it, okay? Alrighty. So we are in the stirring process. Ooh. The mushroom normally doesn't take much more long period of time to get cooked. And the same time too is like the mixed vegetables, it doesn't. All is very is a very like a slow process cooking that you can cook it because it's already, very how do we go? We get a broccoli and we get mushroom and stuff in there, so it doesn't take much more long time to do it. Thank you. Yep. I'm going to make sure I wipe this one off a little bit because I know the process that is going through, it just need a little bit of attention. So I will put the celery in there, okay? And that one too, it takes like a little bit time to cook. So I will stir it. Okay. Cool. I don't know about you, but I love them. And so I put it inside my stew. And it different everybody that does their stuff. This is my way of doing things, so forgive me and don't be offended. All right. Yeah. Stir it up a little bit more. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make sure we cover it. Okay. Then we will just leave it for it to do its own thing. Right. Cool. We get our fish over here. And it's not good to use, like a stove on, it's because I'm doing this, I'm paying attention to everything, but please, if you have a stove and you're cooking on it, don't do it, okay? I am very careful, and I know what I'm doing, so don't turn the stuff or disable this one, and then concentrate on it. Don't be too much, into so many various of things, okay? Otherwise, I have plastic, and you can imagine if it's sitting right here. So don't do it, right? I know what I'm doing, so please, let's pay attention over here. We're using this frame, I'm using this part because I'm not cooking anything over here, so I'm avoiding all those things. Right. So I'll cover it a little bit, and then probably maybe I may throw the, how do you call it, the shrimp, and then the scallop in there, and we will see the process. And I know it wouldn't take much more time. So I will put the scallop in there, and then I will cover it, okay? I'll cover it. Wow, it's still frozen. All right. We rinse it and we put it in a bowl thinking that it will be able to separate all those things, but you can see that it still have the, how do we call it? It still have the icy stuff in there. So we're going to cover it, and then it's going to boil, and so that the process may be much more faster. Thank you. So I'll cover it a little bit. And don't forget, we have like 9 minutes left on the rice. So the rice have like 9 minutes, and probably wouldn't take much more long time. And we're going to finish everything. And then we're going to start eating. You can imagine. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to stand here and then stir it and make sure that everything is cooking very well. And thank you, viewers. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, probably, I will, after we post this, I'll make sure that we will do something that you love most. And I am hiding those things, so expect it on Friday. You're going to love it. All right. Okay. Yeah. It's looking good. I will set it right here because we'll go back and forth, and I'm going to stir it and cover it again. Right. Okay. Okay. Good. My children love seafood. This one I wanted to avoid using shrimp and scallop, right? But They said, Daddy, can we have it? So I said, well, it's your home food, so I do it for them. So thank you for your patience and cooperation. I'm gonna put down, because this one too is very like ice. You know, you don't have to rinse it. To get a little bit ice in there, I will use the water to mix it a little bit so that it will bring down the heat. So, open it, all right? You can open it and you can see it's very like icy. See that? So I will just put it in there and it's going to mix. Right? I have the other one, but first of all, I'm gonna stir this one up, and so it can go within. All right. So we have all the good stuff on top, and then push it in a little bit in there, right, so that it will melt into it in the middle. I'll do the other one the same way. I'm gonna put it this way, and then it's going to melt inside. So what I do is I just poke it a little bit and then tear it. Put it right this corner, right? And then make sure I drop any little one that is left in there. Okay, cool. So, that thing is operating. It's boiling. Oops. It's boiling. Okay. It's in there. Cool. And I'm going to cover it. It's 4 minutes for the rice. The rice is left with like 4 minutes. So it wouldn't take long and everything will be done. So the rice left with like 3 minutes. And as we are counting down, I will put the shrimp and then the mushroom in there, because those process doesn't take much more time. And it just need only few minutes and it will be done. Okay, so I'll open it up and set the top right here. Okay, and I will stir it up. Okay. And when we stir it up, okay, that one is still in there and it's still frozen. But we are not afraid because it wouldn't take long and everything is going to be we have the fish and everything. So I'm going to cover it one more time, and what I'm going to do is just wait like 2 or 3 minutes and I'll put everything in there and then mix it a little bit, and that's it, because the rice is almost there, ready to eat. Yeah. Let me open it for you guys to see whatever is happening. Cool. And that you may love it. Okay, we have the shrimp over here. I will put it in there. Right. So you'll be right back. And we'll cut the final product. All right. We will be right back. Okay. So I just started stirring it up. And it looked like things is looking much more better and cool. And we put the shrimp and everything in there. We trying to wrap it up now. It's almost there. I'll get all the mushrooms in there. Okay, so I have my mushroom all over. Okay, all right. Then I will spread it a little bit more. Give it a little bit love, y'all. Mushroom with love. Get the mushroom with love. And don't forget, we get our salmon right there. And you can just imagine. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Yes. So I must stir and make sure that the mushroom is set in there and soaked some of the juice or the seasoning. Cool. Right. Brussels sprout. Brussels sprout. Okay. Cool. Man, this thing looks like some jumbo stuff, man. Everything is in it. Ooh-wee. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna take my bowls out of here and then cover it a little bit to get some groove in there. Okay. All right. Let's leave it a little bit covered. And I know you will love it, man. Stir it up a little bit. So you know, right now, as I'm talking, the rice is done. But I will try and let you see how the texture of the rice is. So I'm going to open it, and I believe that the steam and everything is out now. Okay, now the steam is out. And you can tell how the steam is going up. Woo! So the steam is at work. And today we just turned everything at heat. So it wasn't like any longer like long process and stuff. And so I pray that it's going to finish on time. Right. So let me take a peek and see what is going on. Ooh, yeah. It's looking up to very, very yummy. Okay. So I'm going to pick it and then put it in here as we did it, right, in the beginning. Yep. All right, is there a little bit liquid coming from the fish? All right, I drop everything in, and then I wipe it quickly. I'll take the rest of the bowl and put it in the sink. Rinse my hands. All right, so I have a little bit bowl here, and I will show you how the rice came about. All right. Okay. So I will cover this a little bit more because we need, things to mix up a little bit more. Right. Yeah. I'll just wipe wherever I'm cooking. Cool. So now I will try and pick up a little bit rice and for you to see how the rice looks. All right. Okay. Already. So I was able to open the rice, right? And then I set it over here. As I'm talking, I'm telling you, do not use the stove as your sitting place. Because when you have turned something on, guess what? It's not good. So do not use the stove, okay? You can sit around, but I don't have enough space to express myself. So that is more reason why I'm using the stove, okay? All right. Now, let's check the rice. Ooh. All right. Right, this is the outcome of the rice. And all that you have to take is 10 minutes. When the rice cooker get warmed, now you just count down. In 10 minutes time, you have your rice. And you can imagine, I know the stew and everything is cooking, right? So everything looks very edible now. It's going to be delicious, all right? Yeah, perfectly delicious. So I'll set this one over here. Since we are the one that took care of the kitchen, so you know what? That's what women do sometimes. They get themselves the first taste. But the disadvantage is sometimes that when that you will cook everything, you're already full. So you can't eat as much as they can eat because you spend time here and the perfume and everything went in you. And so you get full. And all of a sudden, they eat more than you do. So enjoy it. All right, I'll cover the rice again. All that I wanted to do is to just show you how the rice goes. All right, so I'm going to open it last for you to see it. And this is the outcome of whatever we did. So I will just take my time and stir it one more time. And it is in wrap it up season, right? So when we stir it up. Yep. That's the stir it up probability. And that is the straight chase outcome. And thank you very much for your time. This is what I have prepared for my family. And I hope you guys will sit back and really enjoy it. And like, share, subscribe. Thank you.